Bergen-Belsen on the eve of Hanukkah.
The Jews in the concentration camps feared the holy days more than any others, for they knew on those days their tormentors would redouble their efforts to make their lives even more of a living hell.
Bergen-Belsen on the eve of Hanukkah.
A German commandant entered the barracks.
Bergen-Belsen on the eve of Hanukkah. He ordered the men to stand by the foot of their beds. The selection began.
No roll call, no head count, no passports, no papers.
Just a lifted finger and a snow-white glove as the death sentence was pronounced. You, come!
Rapidly, like machine gun fire, the finger pointing in that one single word.
You, come! Come! Come!
The men selected were marched outside, where they were set upon by SS men with rubber truncheons and iron bars. They were beaten until they no longer moved. And then the revolver.
The selection went on until sundown.
Hundreds of twisted, tortured bodies lay in heaps outside the barracks door. Then Hanukkah came to Bergen-Belsen. There were no candles, no oil, so prisoners wouldn't clog became even oil. Strings pulled from prison uniforms, the wick, shoe polish, the oil. The rabbi blew lit the first light and recited the first two blessings.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu, b'mitzvotav v'tivanu, ladlik Mishal Chanukah.
Blessed art thou, O Lord, who hast sanctified us with thy commandments and commanded us to kindle the Hanukkah lights.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim, lavotenu bayamim, hahem bazman hazeh.
Blessed art thou, O Lord, our God, ruler of the universe, who hast done wondrous deeds for our ancestors in days of old in this season. When it was time to recite the third blessing, the rabbi stopped.
He turned his head as if he were looking for something.
But then he immediately turned back to the flickering light, then recited the third blessing, the Shehecheyanu.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shehecheyanu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu bazman hazeh. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has kept us alive and has preserved us and enabled us to reach this season.
When the rabbi was finished, a man approached him.
Rabbi, you are an honest person, and I can understand your need to light the Hanukkah candles in such wretched times. But how you could recite the third blessing is beyond me. How could you say, Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has kept us alive, and has preserved us, and enabled us to reach this season? How could you say that when fresh Jewish bodies lie within the candles of the Hanukkah light? How can you say that? How?
You are right, my friend. And as you may recall, I also hesitated when I reached the third blessing. What should I do with this blessing, I asked myself. But when I turned my head to consult with those rabbis standing behind me, I noticed a crowd of living Jews, their faces expressing faith and devotion. And I asked myself, if God, blessed be He, has such a nation that at times like these, when during the lighting of the Hanukkah lights, when they see heaps of bodies of their fathers, brothers, and sons, and death is looking from every corner, and if despite all that, they stand in throngs and listen with such devotion to the Hanukkah blessing, and if I am so blessed to witness such a people with so much faith and fervor, then I am under a special obligation to recite the third blessing. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has kept us alive and has preserved us and enabled us to reach this season.